Ice. Want to turn the notorious Pineapple House into an RV? SpongeBob and Squidward are off on a wild romantic trip, awaiting the millennial water lily. Pack your bags, let's party. When old Zhang thought he'd shed the two idiots, they popped out from under the car. His 8 legs crushed their faces and spun 3,600 degrees into the sky. Hey Squidward, why do you think this guy's life has turned out to be such a disaster? It's really hard to comprehend. Before old Zhang could get mad, these two goofballs warned him to be careful. Old Zhang helplessly said he got an old man to help him with his wise decision, taking a week's vacation to that mountain with a name that gives you chills. At the mountaintop, he was excited to see the beautiful water lily that bloomed once every 1,000 years, and surprisingly thought that typing "Save the Animals" in the comments section would get him unexpected surprises. Of course, these goofballs joined old Zhang. They packed the bags neatly without waiting, like a big gift. He thought they would actually be of some help this time, but the next second, Gary pulled down the brake. Old Zhang yelled, "No, you got to put some muscle into it." Next thing you know, the RV went flying down the hill. They zipped through traffic and jumped through a ring of fire, barely managing to park safely only to have a giant ship smash the RV to pieces. Old Zhang was so angry he could spit ink. Why do these two keep torturing themselves? Disheartened, he returned home. Poor old Zhang. Lying in bed, he swiftly sank into a dream where old Zhang finally reached the mountain top and witnessed the legendary water lilies in bloom. However, this journey turned out to be a dreadful nightmare indeed. However, it was terrifying when those goofballs appeared by his bedside, sending old Zhang and his bedding to SpongeBob's. Before they explained anything, old Zhang zoomed toward the door and tripped, tumbling right down. Who'd think the Pineapple House became an RV? Those goofballs aimed to help old Zhang. Everyone asked, "Who's driving?" Like asking a cat to drive. Before old Zhang could react, he was pulled to the breakfast table. Gary's look made you want to join in. The aroma of the delicious breakfast was fantastic, but as the RV approached the suspension bridge, the breakfast started dancing around. After waiting forever, when could they finally enjoy a bite? But the tires got stuck in the gap, and Squidward was already too exhausted. "Time for another dog to drive," old Zhang shouted. "No matter how winding, I'll floor it." Looking at the cars below the cliff, he was terrified. Turns out when he looked back, Gary was about to fall asleep. "Wake up, let me take over." The RV skidded wildly on the edge of the cliff. The RV plummeted down the hill like a roller coaster, while old Zhang trembled helplessly, not noticing Gary was totally unfazed. But in the end, they just breezed through it, totally calm, and safely reached the death-defying peak. "We made it." Old Zhang snapped off by the beautiful water lilies, like a working-class hero. Next second, a swarm of fish arrived. Old Zhang stood to take a photo, but the lilies were gone. Gary had pulled them out. Upon close observation, everyone was shifting the blame onto old Zhang, while his snoring could be heard rising and falling, continuing uninterrupted. They kicked and punched old Zhang into a pit, sending him to travel with water lilies. Old Zhang's vacation ruined by two goofballs. He decided to go home and sleep. When they were cute, he chose to drive back alone. But just after starting, guilt flooded his mind, so he reversed back to pick them. The goofballs just flirted. "Hey Gary, great job with the toilet paper. Get up. I need double ply next week." Turning, he found the RV gone. Did the sea bears know? When old Zhang got back, he heard the two goofballs screaming from the cave. He rushed in to save them. "Are you trying to eat those too? Take a look. They won't dare eat us, but they really hate using hand blades to slice bears."